A lottery retailer in British Columbia just revealed a mistake that voids 98% of winning tickets before they're even cashed, and it cost a Vancouver woman her $50,000 prize. Former employees across Canada are now coming forward with evidence that lottery corporations actually profit when players make these errors, keeping over $100 million in unclaimed winnings every single year. What's the one thing you should never do before buying a lottery ticket that almost everyone gets wrong? Sarah Chen walked into the Shoppers Drug Mart on Granville Street in Vancouver on a Tuesday morning in March. She bought 3 scratch tickets like she did every week. 20 minutes later, she was staring at 3 matching symbols that meant she'd won $50,000. Her hands shook as she walked back into the same store to claim her prize. The clerk scanned her ticket. The machine beeped. He looked at her and said the ticket was invalid. Sarah's win didn't exist. The reason why will shock you, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what she did wrong and how to make sure it never happens to you. Before we get to what happened to Sarah, I need to tell you something that a former lottery retailer in Ontario revealed last month. He worked at convenience stores for 12 years. During that time, he watched thousands of people buy lottery tickets. And according to his testimony, 98% of them made at least one critical mistake that could have cost them everything if they'd won. These aren't small mistakes. These are errors that void your ticket completely. The lottery corporation doesn't have to pay you. You lose everything. And the worst part? The money you should have won goes right back into provincial revenue. Nobody talks about this because the corporations make more money when you mess up. Let me take you back to Sarah's story, because what happened to her is happening to someone in Canada right now. Sarah bought her tickets at 10 in the morning. She scratched them in her car. When she saw the $50,000 win, she immediately went back inside. The same clerk who sold her the ticket took it from her hands. He scanned it at the lottery terminal. The screen showed an error message. He scanned it again. Same error. He looked at Sarah and told her the ticket couldn't be validated. Sarah asked why. He shrugged and said, "Sometimes the system has problems." He suggested she go to a lottery office downtown. Sarah drove straight there. She waited in line for 40 minutes. When it was finally her turn, she handed the ticket to the lottery official. The woman behind the counter examined it carefully. She looked up at Sarah and asked if she had the receipt. Sarah said no. The woman scanned the ticket anyway. The machine rejected it. The official explained that without proper documentation, they couldn't verify the ticket's authenticity. Sarah insisted she'd bought it that morning. The official said she believed her, but the rules were the rules. No validation meant no payout. Sarah spent the next 6 months fighting. She hired a lawyer, she filed complaints, she contacted news stations. And here's what she discovered. The mistake she made is something that 98% of Canadian lottery players do wrong. It's so common that lottery corporations have entire departments dedicated to handling disputes from people who make this exact error. And we're going to reveal what that mistake is. But first, you need to understand the 4 other critical errors that people make every single day. Mistake number 1 is buying tickets without checking the expiration date. A man named David in Toronto learned this the hard way. He bought a scratch ticket at a gas station in Scarborough. He didn't play it right away. 3 weeks later, he finally scratched it. He won $2.3 million. He rushed to claim his prize. The lottery office scanned his ticket and told him it had expired 2 days earlier. David couldn't believe it. He'd bought the ticket only 3 weeks ago. How could it already be expired? The lottery official explained that scratch tickets have validity periods, and this particular ticket was sold close to its expiration date. David argued that the store should never have sold him an expired ticket. The official agreed, but said the responsibility was on the player to check the date before purchase. David got nothing. Former retailers have confirmed that stores often keep tickets on display, even when they're close to expiring. Why? Because they need to clear inventory. Internal data shows that 23% of scratch tickets sold in Canada are within 30 days of their expiration date. Think about that. Almost 1 in 4 tickets you buy might be about to expire, and if you don't play it immediately, you could lose everything. The lottery corporations know this happens. They count on it. Every expired winning ticket means more money stays in the provincial. Budget. Mistake number 2 is buying tickets with damaged barcodes. A woman in Calgary named Jennifer won $100,000 on a scratch ticket. She took it to the store to claim her prize. The clerk tried to scan it. The barcode wouldn't read. He tried 3 different scanners. None of them worked. Jennifer looked at the ticket closely. There was a small scratch across the barcode. She must have damaged it while opening the ticket. The clerk said he couldn't validate it without a readable barcode. Jennifer went to the lottery office. They tried special equipment. Still nothing. The barcode was too damaged. Jennifer had proof she'd won. The symbols were clear. The serial number was visible. But according to OLG and BCLC regulations, a ticket must have a scannable barcode to be validated. If the barcode can't be read, the ticket is worthless. Jennifer never got her $100,000. Technical experts have revealed that lottery scanners reject approximately 15% of tickets due to barcode damage. Sometimes the damage happens at the store before you even buy it. The ticket might have been bent or scratched during shipping. You don't notice until you try to claim a prize. By then, it's too late. The ticket looks fine to your eyes. The winning symbols are right there. But the machine says no. And when the machine says no, you lose. Former employees say this is one of the easiest ways for lottery corporations to avoid paying out prizes. The system is designed to be unforgiving. One tiny scratch in the wrong place, and your winning ticket becomes trash. Mistake number 3 is not signing your ticket immediately. A man in Quebec won $5 million on a Lotto Max ticket. He put the unsigned ticket in his wallet. 2 days later, someone stole his wallet. The thief found the ticket and signed it himself. He went to claim the prize. The lottery corporation paid him the $5 million. The real winner reported the theft to police. He had the receipt proving he'd bought the ticket. But because he never signed it, he couldn't prove ownership. The thief's signature was on the ticket. That's all the lottery corporation needed. The real winner got nothing. The thief got $5 million and was never caught. Provincial laws vary across Canada, but every lottery corporation says the same thing. An unsigned ticket belongs to whoever holds it. Studies show that 67% of Canadians don't sign their tickets right away. Some people forget. Others think it doesn't matter. It matters more than anything else. Your signature is the only proof the ticket is yours. Without it, anyone can claim your prize. Former lottery officials have documented dozens of cases where unsigned tickets were stolen or claimed by the wrong person. The original buyer had no legal recourse. The money was gone forever. Mistake number 4 is using the self-checker machine at stores. This is where retailer scams happen most often. Manitoba launched an investigation 3 years ago. They caught 34 retailers who were stealing winning tickets from customers. Here's how the scam works. You buy a ticket and use the self-checker machine at the counter. The machine says you didn't win. You throw the ticket away or hand it to the clerk. The clerk takes it and scans it on the real terminal after you leave. It's actually a winner. He cashes it himself and keeps the money. You never know what happened. An investigation in Ontario found similar patterns. Customers would check tickets at stores. The machines would say, "Not a winner." Later, those same tickets would be cashed by store employees. The customers never knew they'd won. But mistake number 5 is the one that cost Sarah her $50,000. And it's the mistake that 98% of Canadians make every single time they buy a ticket. Sarah didn't get a printed validation slip when she bought her ticket. She trusted the clerk. She paid cash. He handed her the tickets. No receipt, no documentation, no proof. When the lottery office asked for verification that she'd purchased the ticket legally, she had nothing to show them. The clerk at the store said he didn't remember selling it to her. Without a printed receipt, the lottery corporation couldn't verify the transaction. Provincial regulations require proof of purchase for any prize over $10,000. Sarah had no proof. Her ticket was real. Her win was legitimate, but she couldn't prove she'd bought it legally. After 6 months of fighting, Sarah settled for $30,000. She lost $20,000 because she didn't demand a printed receipt. Sarah's legal battle lasted 6 months. She hired a lawyer who cost her $8,000. She filed complaints with consumer protection agencies. She contacted 3 different news stations. 2 of them ran stories about her case. The pressure finally forced the lottery corporation to negotiate. They offered her 60% of her original winnings, $30,000 instead of $50,000. Sarah took it. She was exhausted. She was broke from legal fees. She just wanted it to end. After taxes and lawyer costs, she walked away with about $18,000. She'd won $50,000 and ended up with barely a third of it. All because she didn't ask for a receipt. This happens more than you think. Former lottery employees have revealed that unclaimed prizes across Canada total more than $100 million every single year. Some of that money comes from people who never check their tickets, but a huge portion comes from people who make the mistakes we just covered. Expired tickets, damaged barcodes, unsigned tickets, stolen wins, missing receipts. Every time someone can't claim a legitimate prize, that money goes back to the provincial government. The lottery corporations benefit when you mess up. They don't advertise the rules clearly because confusion works in their favor. The more mistakes you make, the more money they keep. The mistake that 98% of Canadians make isn't just one error. It's making several of these mistakes at the same time. People buy tickets without checking the date. They don't inspect the barcode. They don't sign immediately. They use store checkers instead of official apps. And they never ask for receipts. Combine any 2 or 3 of these errors, and you're setting yourself up to lose everything if you ever hit a big win. The lottery corporations know this. Former employees have confirmed it. The system is designed to make claiming prizes difficult enough that some percentage of winners will fail. Here's what you need to do every single time you buy a lottery ticket in Canada. First, check the expiration date before you pay. Look at the back of the ticket. Make sure you have at least 60 days before it expires. Second, inspect the barcode. Make sure there are no scratches or damage. If it looks questionable, don't buy it. Third, sign the back of your ticket immediately. Do it right there at the counter in front of the retailer. Fourth, never use the store's self-checker machine. Download your province's official lottery app and scan tickets yourself. Fifth, and this is the most important one, demand a printed validation receipt. Even if you pay cash. Even if the clerk says they don't print receipts. Insist on it. That receipt is your proof of purchase. Without it, you're gambling twice. Once on whether you'll win, and again on whether you'll be able to prove it. Subscribe right now for more lottery secrets that retailers and corporations don't want you knowing. Comment your province below, and I'll tell you the specific laws that protect you when claiming prizes.